Hey, mama.
Hey, mama. For everybody who don't know, this is my mother. This is my mother. My mother's in the stream. This is the first time my mom ever came to a stream, and of course she would come to the stream where her boys is in it.
Right. Talking about this young guy's name has came up several times. This Killian Hayes rookie card. The first person in the comment can tell me where this guy played at before he came over here to the U.S. to get drafted. If you can tell me the team that he played for overseas in the comments, you get this card. The first person.
Come on, C-Snoop. Come on, C-Snoop. Come on, Marco. Yeah, baby.
Yes. Okay. We're going to do something back-to-back. We're going to give another one back-to-back. We got Isaiah Stewart rookie card. I got the question ready for you.
Beef stew.
Listen, Isaiah Stewart rookie card, man. We're not going to give away no trash here. We're going to give y'all away some stuff that you know that's going to be worth something. So, first person in the comments, right? If you can tell me what Isaiah Stewart's star rank coming out of high school, first person in the comment, you got this card. Isaiah Stewart.
Teal gang, all right. That's me all day long. Listen, I usually don't do current jerseys, right? But if when they come back with these and that K Cunningham, you know, we got to get that right. But that man, listen,
that's it. That's it.
Listen,
I'll be back. That's it.
Listen, I need the Teal back, please. We Teal ganged out over here. I mean, you got the real like pony hair on there. Oh, look at King, y'all. Look at King. He had to go get his time off too, you know. But yeah, man. Listen,
you know, I had to. We had to bring these out.
You know. You know.
And we live. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man? What's up, fellas?
What's going on? We three kings in the building, man. Coming to you live. Oh, we got some events to talk about today, man. First off, we're going to jump right on into this. Of course, we got to talk about our Detroit Lions, man. They played the Atlanta Falcons today. Of course, you know, there was a real close game, an actual fun game to watch. You know, it was entertaining all the way up until the end, of course. And of course, we didn't pull out the victory, but for most, they didn't want that. For some, they may do it. So we're going to get into it. So, King, man, what you got, man? What you think about it, man? Talk to us.
I mean, you know, obviously it's a good game. Got an opportunity to see, you know, some of our young players take another step forward. St. Brown played well. Our backfield played well. You know, the defense made some plays, especially some significant ones at the end of the game. But it gave me everything I needed today: development and an entertaining game. We don't need these wins right now. It's just not. It doesn't help whatsoever. It only hurts us. So, you know, only wins that we need is teams to beat the Rams. They almost lost today, but, you know, we got close but no cigar. So, you know, right now at this point of the season, competitive losses, development games, these guys, they're coming out, they're playing for Dan Campbell still. That's all I need to see.
Okay. Well, I can concur to that. Big Gay, what you thinking, man?
You know, I agree with King saying, you know, that's why I got the draft hat back on. I'm keeping it on. I'm taking it to Vegas with us. Like, one thing, you know, I'm paying attention to, you know, when you're watching these games, you just want to see that development, right? I mean, you got to look at it. Let's be real. We almost beat the Falcons with most of our guys out. You know, Falcons full strength. They had Matt Ryan and all that. So, I mean, that's just kudos to this coaching staff, what they're doing later on in this season. I mean, if we really look at it, it was a lot of games we could have won, right? But I'm right there with King, we don't need to go ahead and get wins, right? You just want to see the development of these guys, St. Brown, man.
Yeah.
St. Brown, man. That dude playing like the 5-star he was going into college and coming out, man. So I just want to see more of that, just developing these guys, getting a lot of guys reps, playing time, because next year, if we do what we have to do, I've been saying this draft is very important. Do what we have to do, get these guys back healthy. The Lions is going to be something to reckon with next year, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can agree with you guys. For me, it's, watching the game and see, how they got the turnover and it was, close to winning the game. It was exciting to watch. Of course, part of me was rooting for them to pull out the victory because, like you said, as a competitor in me, I'm always going to want to see them get the victory. But I knowing that the way the draft is going right now, you're better off them not getting the victory. And that's kind of hard to say that you don't want your team to win. But the way we're looking at it right now, which we've been talking, which right now it seems to be, Aiden or, Charbonnet is the 1-2 that we're, potentially going to be getting. It has me thinking a little bit because the way the Lions has been playing these last couple of games at the back end of the season, like you said, where these guys are playing for Dan Campbell, we don't have any, significant pieces in place right now, but they're playing hard. They're not making as many mistakes as they had earlier in the season. And like you said, they played against Matt Ryan and a team that's, for the most part, had most of their pieces, and we didn't. Like we went in with the backup quarterback and almost beat the Atlanta Falcons. So it's definitely a positive to build off on. But I want to ask though, because it was getting close, and it may still be getting close because with these last couple of games, Lions can sneak some victories left, and if they do, that's going to push them further down in the draft, stock. So do you guys feel like if the Lions win, they push a little further back in the draft stock, should they trade that pick or should they keep that pick if it's not the 1 or 2 overall pick?
Well, I seen something come out about that earlier. And now the scenario where the Lions will be able to trade back and, obviously, let's just go with the obvious. The position is everything. What position they're in to pick means everything. Like I said, I wouldn't have no problem with them moving back. If the guy that we wanted is no longer on the board, then, or if the guy that we want is available and the Lions feel comfortable enough to move back and still get him, then fine. I have nothing against that whatsoever. You do whatever you got to do, but right now, these wins are the most important. You know what I'm saying? We have, of course, the biggest and most important draft coming up, but these wins, if they pull out some more wins, it's just not good for us because the guys that we need to impact this team, our biggest needs are going to be in the front end of this draft. So, like I said, they need to put some more people on the reserve list for no reason, like they've been doing over the last week. So they need to figure it out, do something. But we can't go out here and be winning these games, man. We just can't. And that's from a diehard Lions fan. Right. I don't want to see this team win another game.
Right. Okay. For sure, man. I would actually want to address this question by Patrick, and he was saying, is there a single pick in the top 10 in the draft that would not be an upgrade over what we have?
Well, my thing is the biggest thing for us would be the front line. And like King said, if the Lions continue to win, we might as well we might as well trade back and we might as well move out of the top 10 because it ain't no reason for us to stay up there in the top 10 because of the guys that we need, which is on that front line, will be gone. I mean, anything else that you're going to look for to get, whether you looking for a linebacker, that's not worthy in the top 10. You know, receiver most definitely ain't worthy in the top 10, top 15, top 20. And then you go, even if you wanted to, from what we looking at the secondary, we don't need to mess with anything as far as the secondary alone in the first round at all. You know what I'm saying? Unless, you know, somebody like a stud fall to that later round pick. So my thing is, yes, if we continue to win, it only hurts us in the draft. And like I said, I'm a competitor too, but I'm also a person that's looking towards the future. Like, winning at the end of the season does nothing for us. It don't do anything. Like, I mean, we got the win or whatever the case is, okay. The big win we got, but it's just like, look, when you build for the future, and we ain't in the position to build for now.
Well, and just trying to think about each position, especially like the position of need. First off, like you said, the most dire need that we have is up front, obviously, particularly at the ends positions. And like I said, if we're not, you know, those ends, whether it's going to be Thibodeau or Hutchinson, if we're not in that top 2 or top 5 at least, because things could change, you know what I'm saying? I would say if we're still in the top 5, we got a chance to get one of the two, because the way the position is going, you know, we may still be able to get either or. But if we're outside of that top 5, I would say, you know, use that capital to, you know, pull back, like move the pick and, you know, start building up on quantity of picks to be able to fill the multiple needs because we got multiple needs in this, not only at linebacker, but in the secondary and also on the offensive ends, particularly at the, I would say at the wide receiver position. I think that's where we're thinnest on the offensive side is the wide receiver position. The offensive line looks to be, you know, pretty much intact if they can stay healthy. You know, tight end position, you know, we don't need to get in the first round for that. We got a few tight ends already. Running back position that, you know, Swift stay healthy. We definitely could draft another wide receiver, but like you said, that's not a first round need. So, you know, the way the game is going for the Lions, like I said, I agree with you guys about, okay, right now winning is probably not the best priority for us to do it. And it's hard to say that. For the Lions not to win, but we've been down this road before, and Lions have done this to us before. We try to get a higher draft pick, and they'll pull out and go on a 2 or 3 game winning streak at the end of the season. Like, why are you guys doing that? And put yourselves out of position not to be able to draft a stud. So, you know, I am in agreement. If, you know, as far as like the top pick, and I know somebody said, "What about a Jabo?" A Jabo would fit a need both at the linebacker and the end position because he's more of a linebacker than he is an end. He would fill a need if he slips outside of the top 10 and if we pull our pick back and he's there and it's outside of the top 10, most definitely take him. But inside that top 10 for the Lions, I'm not sure if that will be where he needs to go for the Lions to pick him at, in my opinion.
I just, you know, my thing is, like I say, for the future, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing, if the Lions continue to keep winning, that pick is probably going to turn into a lineman or something. Watch, you know what I'm saying? They continue to drop back, it's going to turn into a lineman, and then everybody going to be mad. You know what I'm saying? Because I just if what we need, we really need, you know, defensive line. We need a presence up front. Yeah. What if we like it just like I said, if we continue to just win, I mean, that's just gonna only mess it up. And then it's just like you might as well move the pick back. And then what's gonna really happen? You got the Rams who clinched the playoff spot today. That pick is only the second pick is only gonna go further and further.
And the back end, that's right. And looking at this, statement by Eric when he said offensive line is a must for y'all. Honestly, I would disagree because the offensive line has been the strength of the Lions this year. As you can see, these last several games, it didn't matter what quarterback or running back we had back there. The offensive line has been productive. So that would be, to me, the last of the need of the positions that we need to go after. We addressed that need this previous draft with getting Sewell, and you see how that worked out. Now, if we do fall back, like out of range, like if it's a stud there, yeah, I would definitely take it. If he's the best available, I would take a stud. But as far as like that being a must over, like you said, the defensive line, the linebacker, secondary, wide receiver, that would be my fourth or fifth option. Would be to get an offensive lineman.
Yeah, most definitely. The offensive line, man, been able to open up holes with no problem this season, been able to protect the quarterback for what it's worth. A lot of the mishaps that happened in the backfield at quarterback was most of the times on the quarterback holding on the ball too long. But the offensive line is a force. The only thing you have to do there is add depth to it. You can do that in free agency. And some of the guys we got on the line right now were, some of the I guess you want to say diamonds in the rough type of situation, because these ain't, besides Ragnow and Penei Sewell, Taylor Decker, these ain't, high first round guys that we got as far as backups and the depth that we do have on this team. So, like I said, it's, that's definitely not the need. The need right now is defensive line, because if we can get a stud or a star on that defensive line on that edge that demands double teams, it's going to help everybody else that be that. Guys like Harris that we've seen over these last couple of weeks making plays. You got the Akwara brothers; they'll be returning. You got the other pieces. We need the studs. We need to start. We need to start plugging those guys in on different levels of the defense, man. And on the offensive end, the only thing that we need right now is receiver. One, we need that guy for receiver, because Amon-Ra St. Brown is there. You know what I'm saying? Is there. So, like I said, you got some twos or some threes that's on this team right now that's capable to hold it down. We just need the guy to come in and be that guy. Like I said, like the Packers got Adams right now, who I don't know if he broke the record today, but he was in line to break another record and go for the triple crown.
Calvin Johnson's record, yeah.
He's trying to go for the triple crown right now. So with that said, man, it's definitely the focus. Those are definitely the positions right there. Edge, safety, receiver, linebacker, and backup quarterback are a must. Definitely have to get another tight end to go alongside TJ Hockenson. You need more than one threat at tight end, if you ask me. So the Lions they got opportunities, man. We have the picks. We have the capital. We're going to have some money. They can flip this thing around really quickly if they do.
Yes.
I can see them being a playoff contender next year, based off of what I'm seeing right now, especially with the coordinators that we have. Both defensive, offensive coordinators, like I said, just get them some pieces in there, particularly on defense, because I think that's going to be our staple going into next season, that we're going to have a real stout defense, get some free agency, get the draft right. We could definitely, for me, I could see it not being 3 years down the road where we're making the playoffs. I could see us making some noise next year, just based off of what we've seen this year, and giving these guys another year into this system, both on offense and defense. It definitely puts a positive spin on this current season, because before, even with the different, to me, it's different this year than in the previous regimes going to the second season. Because for me, I see outside of Caldwell,
I'm about to say except Caldwell.
Outside of Caldwell, even though this is a losing season, I'm feeling optimistic on what the possibility could be going into next season.
We have a culture. We have it already.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's step one that you want to see with your coach, is come in and bring in a culture. That's what Caldwell did. That's what Dan Campbell has done this season. Our culture is, just like he said, you're going to knock us down. We're going to get back up and bite a kneecap. That's what you've been seeing over these last games. We just didn't finish the end part, where we come out on top, what I'm saying?
Right.
All the other features are there. The body parts are missing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I agree. And that's why, before we go, hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit the like when y'all come in, like, subscribe, and share.
Exactly.
Make sure y'all spread the word out. But and that's why I agree, because of, this draft, like I say, is very important. Like I say, we can, like I say, them last 2 wins, it really doesn't do anything for us but push our draft picks further back. Because with the Lions, it's with the picks that we have, it's so many options we can go. Like linebackers, right? Man, you got Devin Lloyd, man, out of NC State. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, that's a guy we could add to what, like you say, what we already have. If we get that edge rusher, man, and like you said, we got the Akarar brothers coming back. We can, with receivers. This is a draft that's deep in receivers.
It is.
It's deep, man.
I hate to bring it up, but there's 2 quality receivers out of that state down there in Ohio that's coming out this year. And them some good dudes. Yeah. Now, I can't knock them because them some quality.
I mean, but not even just them. You got London. Drake London out of USC. You got Jahan Dotson out of Penn State. You got the Burke out of Arkansas. He like 6'6". So there's some receivers coming out. So
so receivers, like I said, this draft, and of course, like I said, we're going to have some capital when it comes to free agency too. And I believe watching, if these guys paying attention, they're going to, of course, they talk amongst each other like, hey, man, you might need to get it over there. We got something brewing over here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. So I'm looking forward to next season for the Lions for sure.
Look, one thing I want to say, right? And this is why I kind of hate that we didn't keep Galladay, right? Everybody, they talking about Justin Jefferson, who's balling out, right? Balling out of control. But guess why he gets to ball the way he do? He also has Adam Thielen over there, who else is also, requiring a lot of focus on defense. Cooper Kupp is going insane. He's going insane. And with them adding Odell Beckham, now it's just like you got somebody else. I mean, you look at Chris Godwin, the way he's balling before he tore his ACL. Why? You got Mike Evans on the outside. So imagine pairing somebody up with St. Brown, man. Like, we could find a better
1, 2, and 3 right away. You got St. Brown, you got Cephas returning next season.
Yeah.
And then you go out and get a start.
Get 2 of them. Get a couple of them, man. Get a couple of them for sure.
But Hockenson coming back.
Hockenson, and we definitely, I would say, need to address the tight end position. For one, is because Hockenson hasn't finished a season, the last couple of seasons. So we definitely want to make sure that we have somebody in store just in case, or just to pair off with Hockenson because of injury, as well as it's never too much to always want to be able to upgrade that running back position because with the running back game that's been going forth lately, you only got that much of a window to make yourself known, to make your presence known at the running back position. I mean, look at the running backs that's out right now. You got, just what I would say 2 or 3 years ago, Zeke Elliott was considered the best running back in the league, but now look at him. He's losing, minutes and positions. but he came in, but they say he came in the best shape of his life this season, but he's still losing time because that position is not holding like it used to. McCaffrey, Barkley, both of them guys are supposed to come back from injuries this year and just blow it away, but you see where they're going, and it just seems like that running back position is just a revolving door lately. So you got to get it in where you fit in when it comes to these running backs because they're not, built like they used to, or like the system is not built for running backs to have a longevity where you could get a good 5 years out of these guys.
Well, I mean, the thing is, this the punishment that they taking, and a lot of this playing on turf and all of that type of stuff. Defenders have dude, If you was watching what Aaron Donald was doing today, man, like it's just insane, dude. Like Aaron Donald was in the backfield before the Vikings lineman was getting out of their stance. So you got this big 280, 90-pound defensive tackle with a six-pack just busting through there and about to tear you up. Like, I mean, what do you do? So you have to be able to have that two running back system, you know what I'm saying? And
you got
running backs they got to catch now in this passing game.
And also, they ain't got them big Schlesinger type fullbacks that can bust through there to help them out anymore because they done took the fullback out of the game. And
but
then
they have to take the fullback out of the game because the fullback was becoming obsolete. You know?
Exactly. But you see the ramifications of them taking the fullback out is that the running backs, they don't have the longevity like they used to anymore. So yeah, they had to because the scheme of how the game in, they going back into a 2 or 3 tight end set and using the tight end as a fullback type of deal. But as you can see, what the cost of that is these running backs not being able to have the longevity. A part of it, it's not the whole thing, but part of it is that, they ain't got that big lead blocker like like it used to be, like as they say, back in the day. But just like I said, just to to wrap this up a little bit in regards to the Lions, like I said, watching today, you're seeing, progression when it comes to this team, as opposed to what we were seeing in the beginning of the season. We saw the chaos, the hecticness with the coaching, with the players. You saw it was a big mess, but you're seeing now the progression. And now you look forward to watching these Lions games to see the progression. Even if they don't win, you're not seeing the games being blown out. You're not seeing just, bad plays and bad calls. You're seeing these guys really playing and buying into the system and learning the system. And they're, like I said, today was a time which they was just that close to getting that victory. And then I was sitting there watching it like, yeah, this is definitely a good watch. Mm-hmm. And part of me wanted them to, like everybody else, wanted them to get that scoring edge just because that defense came through in the clutch for them. They got that turnover. But at the same time, they had to realize, hey, listen, we ain't trying to win this game, man. Come on. Let's pump the brakes, man. Let's just go ahead and throw this pick because the pick was terrible. It was kind of like the Jake Paul fight. Like you knew that was coming. You knew it was coming, man. All right, so yeah, let's get some shout outs to the guys that's here with us, man. Harold Williams, what's going on, man? Patrick, man, he's been very active in the feed, man. Shout out to you, Joshua, man. Thanks for joining us. It's Neto. How you doing, man? Welcome, man. On 16, man. He always rocking with us, man. Like I always said, we got to change that name, my brother.
And let's give a shout out to Eric Slaughter. That's one of my teammates out here, man.
For sure.
Thanks for coming in, Eric, checking us out. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Chuck Brewer, we appreciate all you guys. We don't want to miss nobody. Rich Homie Juan, Trenton Back, Patrick. Appreciate all of y'all, man.
For sure.
Rocking with us, man.
Rocking with us. Well, while we're talking, man, before we take, our switch over, of course, we got to make sure we give a shout out to our sponsor, Culture Detroit. They are located on the Avenue of Fashion down on Livernois. The address 19327 Livernois. You go down there, check them out, man. They got all your exclusive sneaker needs, man. Buy, sell, trade. They also got some great clothing line in there. So you want to get fresh, you can definitely check it out. Tell them we 3 Kings sent you, man. They're definitely going to hook you up.
I got a mail call from Culture while we talking, couple about 2-3 weeks ago, I hit up Zell. I said, hey, man, I'm looking for a shoe to throw into the collection, right? And I just wanted to see, I had faith in, that they get it for me, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't nothing new, but this is a collector's piece right here. The Jordan Retro 7 Olympic, number 9 on the back,
That's that brightness is coming in kind of hot right there, man.
He had to, do a little and it's dead stock, ain't worn, So that's the thing with Culture, man. You can go out there, challenge them brothers, say, hey man, I'm looking for this shoe. Can y'all get it done for me, man? And look, it took him some time, but he got it done. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking for something, you're willing to wait. You know what I'm saying? So get down there to Culture, man, and let me turn this light off so y'all can see.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is. There it is.
Oh. Number 9 on the back. These are Olympic sevens,
Olympics?
man.
That's the Olympics. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. These are Olympic sevens, man. OG boy, size 12.
So I'm assuming, those, you say it's going in the vault, so those ain't going to touch the ground.
These ain't going to be worn.
So that means you can do one of them ad numbers on the bottom of the shoe.
But no, shout out to Culture, man. Like I say, man, I hit Zell up, man. Say, hey, man, I'm looking for this shoe, man. This is when you go into the markets of sevens, man, and any collector, man, you want to have this one in your collection, man.
For sure.
Like I say, you don't have too many Jordans where he don't have the 23 on there. Like I said, we got that 9. We all know what that 9 is.
For sure.
Shout out to Culture for that, man.
Oh man, definitely, most definitely. Yeah. So man, I guess fellas, it's time for us to take a little break while we flip it up.
One more thing before we go, right? And y'all remember how I started I told you guys I had some things for y'all for Christmas, man, and
oh yeah, of course, man. Happy holidays to everybody
too
while y'all on here. Happy holidays. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, your families, man. I know this year also, just like last year, it's been hard because of the COVID situation. A lot of my family members wasn't able to get around and be around each other because they've been battling this COVID thing. So definitely, I know it was a hard thing this year. So if you was able to get around your family, that's definitely was a blessing. And if you wasn't, and they're still here throughout this holiday season, that's also definitely a blessing as well.
Most definitely, man. So we're gonna go with you, King. Just to go back on the playback of the things that I had. I made y'all some nice little sacks, man. So
hey, man, don't be saying no sack on the air. Hell, man.
So we started off with King with the Killian Hayes autograph rookie card. Then I came back with the Beef Stew autograph rookie card. Then we're going to go with your boy here, King, Herman Moore rookie card. And then we're going to end that off. King been on this guy. Even gave him a nickname. We got that Sadiq Bey autograph rookie card, King. So I got you all 3 of them boys on that last draft.
There
rookie
you go.
Cards, man.
Solid, man.
So that's gonna be coming your way along with some other little things I got in here. Like I say, with a little sack I got y'all.
There you go with the sack. And then you're going to put up the clear sack too, man. Come on, man.
So we're going to go with you, Big Willie. I started off with the Jordan Poole rookie card. You told me, hey, man, I need that. So, I had to go some little back channels.
That boy's the future, man.
Jonathan Taylor rookie card.
Hey, leading rusher, man. That boy looking nice.
And then Big Willie's man crush. Dame Dollar rookie card.
Dame Dollar, man. Dame Dollar.
Listen, I had to hit up. I had to make a couple calls on this one, Big Willie, and then I had to threaten one of my partners. I told him, "Hey, man, if you don't give me that card, man, I'm gonna have to send my homeboy at you." So King, he told me, "Hey, man, I don't like you threatening me with your homeboy. I think I could take him, right?" So I sent him a screenshot. Now my homeboy probably 5'6", 120 pounds, soaking wet. So I screenshot him a picture of Big Willie. He said, "Oh, never mind. It's in the mail right now." Hey, you see that?
Ooh,
Derek Brooks autograph card, Willie.
Oh. So, man, those is hard to come by, man.
Man, listen. This took some negotiating. I had to give up a couple things, but I wanted to make sure I get this to go with that John Lynch autograph card you got in that.
And the set. Oh, man, that just completes the collection.
And then it's only 99 of these made. Only 99. So you got number 86. So these will be coming your way, fellas.
For sure. Well, big ups to Big A, man, for looking out for his brothers, man. Appreciate you, my dude. Appreciate you. Well, definitely. So, man, I guess, it's time. Let's get this break in, switch it up, man. It's time to switch this hat up, man. Let's go.
W3 Kings in the building at Culture Detroit.
Working hard, working hard, yeah, yeah. Working hard, working hard, yeah, yeah. Working hard, working hard, yeah, yeah. Working hard, working hard, working hard, working hard, yeah, yeah. Working hard, working hard, yeah, yeah. Working hard, working hard, yeah, yeah. Working hard, working hard.
Yes, indeed. So, of course, y'all see it. We on to the Pistons Talk King, man. I heard you say you got some updates for us, my brother.
Got some updates ahead of the game. Pistons went to the G League pool again and pulled back the Vitas to play tonight. That takes the player load to 10. So I'm gonna go over real quick the players that are out, and also we're gonna come back with the players who are available tonight. So players that are out right now, of course, Jeremy Grant and Kelly Olynyk for actual true injuries.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side, the COVID list, we got Cade, Killian, Saban, Isaiah, Rodney Gruder, Trey Lyles, Corey Joseph, and Josh Jackson all out for the health and safety protocol. 19. So tonight we have 10 players available. Those 10 players are Sadiq Bey, Hamidou Diallo, Luka Garza, Frank Jackson, Jamarco Pickett. Plus, we made the 4 signings today. Other day and today. Chuck Diallo, Derek Walton Jr., Cassius Stanley, and to finish it off, Davida Savita. So it's definitely going to be an interesting game to watch tonight because we basically got half G League and half Pistons. So it's going to be interesting to see these young guys. They got a full opportunity tonight. See if they take advantage of it. The only thing I'm disappointed about is that Livers is out. Tonight this has been a great opportunity for him to hit the floor.
Yeah.
And get some reps, man, and get some shots up. And like I said, I don't know what's truly going on with that situation, why he's out in with certain teams.
I believe, and just my guess is that they're still got him on a restriction because that injuries. You don't want to really, even though this is a great opportunity for him. I don't think they want at this point in the season. I don't think they want to rush him out there and re-aggravate anything. So that's my opinion on that. Also, now is Dwayne Casey coaching tonight?
That is something I'm still trying to pull up some information about. I didn't see no reports that he wasn't, but while y'all talk real quick, I'll go ahead and.
I do want to say something. So I seen where somebody was asking where all the current players and stuff. Hey, listen. Once again, like I said, we're just trying to get everybody.
Chuck is that a challenge, Chuck? Is that what that was?
That's why I had to run away real quick. But we're just literally trying to get everybody caught up on the raffles. Listen, we got a stock of stuff, and we got them current players: Beef Stew, Sadiq, Killian. I know there's a lot of people asking for Killian. So we made sure we went and stocked up on some stuff for y'all, man. And like I say, we got to get everybody caught up. We don't want to we don't want to miss out on anybody. We want to make sure that you get, what you won or what we still owe, but we want to make sure we get that. And listen, I got at least over, I'll say almost 40K Cunningham rookie cards. We want to load up for y'all. And then get this stuff back going.
Right. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, man. Get everybody in here, man, so we can go ahead and get us another raffle going, man. Make this thing real big. Get this, make sure we get these things out to you guys. But just, not just with the Pistons, but with the league overall, this COVID thing has really got this league in a flux.
Yeah.
And they're, right now they're talking about having an in-season tournament. That's been picking up in talks. And then, you got a lot of guys that's out, getting these guys signed in the G League. Should they go back to the bubble? Should they take a break? For me, I feel they need to take maybe like a break for like a couple of weeks. Even like going into the All-Star break, Instead of making it a week, make it 2 weeks and get it time to try to get things back on track, because the way it's going, and especially with this, this new strand of COVID that's going on, it's a possibility that, we may, lose the season, or it could just not make the season as good as it should be, with all these players being out back and forth. So,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, another way to look at it, like I said, this thing's been through the league. It's been going on for a while. Eventually, it's going to eventually stop anyway, because, like I said, you probably don't have so-called herd immunity just in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's contracting it. Everybody's contracting it right now. So, once these guys return back, we wouldn't have to worry about that for the rest of the season at least.
Right.
So, like I said, that's just another way to look at it. I kind of feel like that's what Adam Silver and them was saying, that they're not going to shut the league down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know, man. I just want to say,
I was thinking like this. I know this ain't what you have to do, but you remember, I don't know if you guys ever did it, but I know, back in the day when somebody caught the chicken pox. You made sure, like, if your parents, when your siblings got the chicken pox, you rub on them so you get the chicken pox, so y'all can all have it at the same time and get it done with it. Everybody just need to go ahead and cough on everybody in the league, so they can go ahead and
listen to him, because all of y'all who went to them chicken pox party, now you got shingles waiting to come out of you too.
Hey man,
I got the chicken pox vaccine and they never had to worry about it.
Man, them chicken pox was no joke, man. I had them on my hands, I had them in all my private areas, man. I'm sitting in the room scratching and digging and
hey, I want to also show something too. We get these raffles going, man. Hey, look at that. St. Brown autograph rookie card.
Bingo.
Panay Sewell rookie card.
Bingo.
That's some new stuff, man. Let's get this stuff going, man.
Of course.
It ain't on us. We waiting on y'all. We trying to get y'all stuff sent out. Send us some emails and stuff, So
talk to us, man. We talk back.
I want to say something really. I want to ask you a question. Do you think Dwayne Casey got COVID?
I don't know. I mean, because if he did, and you know what? Just to think about it, I don't know, because if he does have it, is the reason why they said personal reason. Maybe they're trying to cover up for him because he may not be vaccinated. And they're just saying it's a personal reason as opposed to being COVID, or it could be something else. I'm not sure, but he's been out all this time, and they keep saying for personal reasons. But, it could be COVID, but, why would the league want to hide that? But unless they don't want to have the league be embarrassed by having one of their coaches get COVID and they're not vaccinated. So that could be a possibility, the reason why he's out. But him being out these last couple of times, unless somebody close to his family has been dealing with it, and just to be on the safe side, he may have to take it personal just for that reason. So I'm not sure,
but you got to also look at it too. You never know what his health conditions is, and he could be at high risk also. You never know.
That's what I was just gonna say. That's why I asked your opinion.
Yeah.
More of the protection of him, because I feel like they knew with Killian that something was fishy going on.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, because at first they said he was just ill. And I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, it's probably COVID, because Nerlens Noel had turned up having COVID. So, and Pistons had just played them. So I was like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
And hey, this is the first time ever, man. I noticed me and Big Willie got the same hat on. This ain't gonna never happen again. I don't appreciate that. The wife got me this one for Christmas, man. So,
Big Willie got this here for himself.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the wife, man.
Indeed, man. Much love to the wife. Now, with the Pistons being in shambles, kind of like how the Detroit Lions are, and I'm wishing that the Pistons take on heed to what the Detroit Lions is doing and showing some more development with the players from the G League, the young guys, as well as some of them guys coming off the bench. Because watching the other night where, you had Trey Lyles and, of course, King's favorite guy, Corey Joseph, coming up, start in the start lineup. They put up big numbers the other night, man. So at this point, you're looking to see, and I believe they said it in the broadcast, guys getting the opportunity that they usually wouldn't have before and taking advantage of it and being able to, get more time and acclimated and getting their shots and getting their rhythm together to where once the guys do come back healthy, come back off of COVID, now that they got the feel of the game because they haven't had it before because of, either coaching reason, lineup reason, injury reason, they could build upon that and really start seeing some things with this Detroit Pistons team.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy how similar they are to the Lions right now. Just looking at all the amount of the starters and starter players that's out, and the main guys, the rotation guys that's out right now. It's literally the same situation where we're at the bottoms of the bottoms when it comes to the players available to play and try to develop during this little short period right here. But another thing I wanted to say on the flip side of that, it provides something that we need, which is some time for guys like Killian Hayes' thumb to heal. They definitely have some time for his finger to get healed. You have some time to, like I said, Kelly Olynyk is still out right now. Probably won't see him until January, mid-January, early February. So it gives guys an opportunity to recuperate and heal and get a break in and get their mind right. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we just try to enjoy these guys we got tonight. Luka, so obviously we're gonna get some significant minutes tonight. So Luka, Chet Diallo, I want to look at some of those guys down there, and like that's the only thing that we can do today. It's the only thing you can do.
Of course.
Yeah, I agree. I just, I was looking at the Golden State Warriors game yesterday, and
I was too.
I noticed Kuminga. Kuminga was very effective, and I will have to say if it's any team that's been real good with using the G League in development, it's been the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
So Kuminga, he wasn't just thrusted into a starting position because he was drafted high. You know what I'm saying? They sent him down there. Hey, man, get your stuff together. Same thing with Jordan Poole. Hey, go down there, get your stuff together. And I think maybe that's something the Pistons, they need to look into doing. You know what I'm saying? Just getting these guys more of that rep and that time of just getting out there, playing the game and, developing the guys that way also. Because, like I say, you look at Jordan Poole, man. Jordan Poole was, he was in that G League for majority of his first couple years. You know what I'm saying? And
going back and forth. Yeah.
Back and forth, but I think that's something they need to look into more of doing, it just like sitting some of them guys down there. Hey, just go ahead and get your body right. Use this time to, get into the flow of the game and stuff like that. So
exactly. And this is going to be a great time for guys to come in and not also get playing time, but also get some second chances. Cause we're seeing a lot of hardship signees going on nowadays. They brought Joe Johnson out of retirement.
I saw that.
Right.
He got a standing ovation. Like we had Joe Johnson. He didn't make it out of the preseason over here, but they brought him out. And then with this COVID thing, it's going to bring a lot of guys. And you're going to see a couple of guys that was playing in the Ice Cube League, the Big Three. That's becoming back.
See, that's what I was just about to say about Joe Johnson. I think the Pistons just signed him because off that hype of coming off the Big Three.
Yeah,
get a little news and headlines because, like you say, he ain't even make it out of the preseason, man.
Right, and then of course you got your boy Isaiah Thomas that came back in, which for everybody that follow Isaiah Thomas, it was much deserved, man. And I still say the Boston Celtics ruined that young man's career. For one, they didn't sign him. He played hurt. He got the surgery after the fact that he wasn't even supposed to be playing, and they just go ahead and shipped him off for King's favorite point guard in Kyrie Irving.
My favorite point. I don't like his name is Allen Iverson, sir.
I was looking at, it's so crazy when we was having that discussion of like point guards and stuff like that. And to me, I will always say Isaiah Thomas, like I said, I don't see no point guard being better than I was seeing some highlights of him like just throwing bounce pass alley-oops, man. Like Insane, man, what Zeke was out there doing, man. Like,
on
small at that.
On both ends of the court.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas is just his heart, man, and his will is just and dedication to his team. You know, and I'll that's why, you know, to this day I don't like, you know, Michael Jordan because of, you know, of the snub of Isaiah Thomas, because Isaiah Thomas protected his team. Isaiah Thomas rolled for his team, and being that he rolled for his team is what really cost him. Mostly what cost him that, you know, that Olympic gold medal that he should have.
He don't like Jordan, but he was doing this with those cool grades, though. You know?
Listen, I like the cool grades. I ain't got to stand the player. Hey, hell, you don't like Kanye West, but you still slide your fat feet into them Yeezys, though.
Listen, I ain't never said I didn't like Kanye West. I just don't like some of the things he do.
But the competitor,
you hate Jordan, but you got some Jordan.
But the Detroit person that I am, you had to, because that was one of the reasons, man. Isaiah Thomas was my favorite player when I was younger. He was my first introduction into the Detroit Pistons was Isaiah Thomas. You know, just like when you go to the Lions, at my age, Barry Sanders was my first introduction.
Do you have any Isaiah Thomas basketball shoes?
Them Converses that he came out with.
I do. They Converse.
You made them commercials he had him and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson?
No, I challenge you. I got his shoes and I got his college jersey. What do you got, Willie?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
I got memories, okay?
Right.
I got memories.
But
that's all Jordans, I need.
Though. You got Jordans.
Hey, listen.
Plenty of them.
Nobody was buying the Zeke's.
You're a lie. You're a lie.
And I wasn't, but and listen, I didn't buy Jordans till Jordan retired, was done with his career. This is after the fact. Right. I didn't buy it during.
That's even worse. That ain't worse because it's over. Ain't even playing, and you got his stuff, but the guy that you like, you don't have anything.
It's retro. Listen, just because I don't like him, don't mean I ain't like a couple of particular shoes he has. Right. Now that I got mine, I can go back to hating again because I'm going to continue to hate again because that's just the Detroit Piston in me is to hate.
Right.
You know, Michael Jordan, of course. You know, never was a Michael Jordan fan growing up. You know, and of course, that doesn't take away that he was the greatest player. Of course, I'm a hater, but I still got to give, props to his due. I'm not going to say he's not the greatest. Of course, Michael Jordan's the greatest, but as a Detroit Pistons fan, you got to have that hate, man. That's part of it.
Okay, I feel you, but I'm absolutely a Michael Jordan fan.
Yes, you are.
And
you thought you was Michael Jordan back in the day.
The interesting part is I'm not a fan of Michael Jordan as a person.
Yeah.
I don't like him as a person. Just the way that he treats people, the way he carries himself, some of the things he's done. I don't like him as a person, but as a player, I love Michael Jordan as a player. That's just what it is, man.
Yeah. Of course, man. And that's another debate for another time, which I think we're gonna get into, of course, with the Michael Jordan and the LeBron James, that type of situation. We'll get into that on another time, but we still gonna stay on, try to stay on top of with these Pistons. So, King, with this G League game we're gonna be watching tonight, what are some of your expectations? What is things that you would like to see coming out, going forward, with these, young guys or these guys that's going to get some playing time?
I want to see what they've been doing in the G League as far as Derek Walton and Cassius Stanley, working that pick and roll with Cheikh Diallo and Luka Garza. I want to see them bring some of that pick and roll action. It should free up guys like Frank and Sadiq Bey, but at the same time, I also want to see Sadiq Bey keep up what he's been doing over these games and provide that scoring load and, show some leadership out there since he's the veteran tonight out there on that team. So
that's crazy that you would think Sadiq Bey was the veteran.
You got the cards, man. You invested, man. You need him to do good, man.
What you say? Headband Deke, man.
Hey, man.
Right since the headband been on, he been getting his little swagger back. So I'm glad for Sadiq Bey.
Oh man, most
that definitely. He's finally, getting his stroke back. Hopefully it stays.
What does that mean? What does that mean for Jeremy Grant?
To me, honestly, I don't think it because to me it doesn't mean that we can't keep Jeremy Grant because they played together last year. So it wasn't like them two, it wasn't meshing before. The thing that they have to develop is that the fact that they incorporate Cade. And if they could get all of them, if they get them three going, it's a blessing. You know, it's a blessing because people were saying like with Sadiq playing better and Jeremy Grant being gone, but I have to say Sadiq Bey won. He was first team rookie last year with Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant was an all-star last year. Also they could play together. That's obvious. The difference was Cade coming in and taking some of that away from both of those. So if we could get them guys together, I think the sky's the limit, in my opinion.
Now, go ahead, Eric.
Go ahead, King. You go ahead. I ain't gonna forget mine. Go ahead.
Do you think that Jeremy Grant being out there on the court with Sadiq Bey, do you think that was taking something away from Sadiq Bey, and we're just seeing the result of Jeremy Grant not being in the way or getting those possessions? Or do you just think, for instance, they both are redundant to each other. They play the same position, to be honest. Jeremy Grant is also a small forward. They're the same height. You know what I'm saying? They could be the same player. The difference is if Sadiq Bey holds up that scoring that he is doing, Sadiq offers you more than Jeremy Grant because he rebounds the ball and he also assists. He gets assist. So assist is a curse word to Jeremy Grant. So,
but that's the key thing, King, is he has to stay consistent.
Yeah, that's
that's the thing that gets Jeremy Grant over Sadiq Bey is that he's more consistently as far as like the score. We need, Jeremy Grant is our go-to, scoring right now. If Cade develops and becomes that guy, then I can see going away, but from Jeremy Grant, but it's just that for me, Sadiq Bey, he has to stay consistent in order for me to say, okay, we can work some possibilities out for Jeremy Grant. Otherwise, we'd be giving away something that's been the most consistent since last season.
But see, the way where I look at it is, right, so it's like if you keep Jeremy Grant, there's no way you could go draft like a Banchero. You can't, because you'll just kind of still be stuck in the same position that you're in with being too small down low. Now, if you trade Grant, you can go get a Banchero, and get like a big man or something like that, right? It's just, to me, because I mean the way I'm looking at it is for the future. The Pistons have to get bigger. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. So, what do you do? Because you kind of be in a position is like, okay, we're still small, and then we go get this guy Banchero, especially a guy that loses 7 pounds. We're gonna have to pay Duke for the recipe to help him with his replenishment, But we have to get somebody down low. I mean, because you think about it, all these guys are playing out of position. You know what I'm saying? So then it just goes to the thing of how are you going to shift this thing? And I agree. I see what a lot of guys are saying. Yeah, you can move Grant to the 3, but
my thing is this, King and Big A. To be honestly, looking at where the league has been playing this last couple seasons, it's kind of like a positionless league right now. So I don't think that would hold on. And I would say, for you, you're not going to pass up on Banchero. We got an opportunity to get him. So whether we keep Jeremy Grant or do a draft day trade, or I was like, for me, I just don't want to get rid of a weapon. Jeremy Grant is a weapon. He's going to get you 20 a game. That's hard to get rid of, in my opinion.
No, I get what you're saying, but you got to also remember this, especially when you're going into the drafts and stuff like that. It ain't just about drafting the player. This player got to also fit into your system also. I.e. Cleveland drafted Anthony Bennett at number 1. He didn't fit with them.
He didn't fit nothing.
Yeah, he shouldn't even been drafted to Cleveland.
Hey, look
at Minnesota drafting Rubio and Johnny Flynn back to back. You know what I'm saying? You got a Steph Curry sitting there. So it's like it ain't just about just drafting the player. The player got to also fit in the system. He has to. So I mean, like
that makes a good point. What Joshua was just saying that I like about the homegrown guy. He fits that what we need right now. That big man. He's not, of course, he's not the the big man, but we got Garza for that. To be honest with you, but if we can get that guy to come in that can spread the floor, that's a big man that can rebound, that can block shots like a homeroom can do. That could put the rotation back in place to where we can move the guys to their proper position or keep them where they're at.
As much as I didn't like it at first, that's why I think the Pistons is aiming at. I don't even think they're looking at a Banchero. That's why I think they're looking at, because like I said, if you draft a Banchero, you're still small down low.
Yeah. Also, they could be looking at, that physical specimen Cockburn out there in Illinois, man.
He only 6'8". Now, but this is the thing, though. Now, if they make a trade and they go get King Boy out of the Pacers, now you'd be like, okay, go get Banchero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we won't be able to continue to play the size ball that we playing, man. Because
and actually, like I said, there's no guarantee it's Banchero that they're looking at.
Right, exactly.
Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah, of course, we're going off hypotheticals right now, but I agree with you guys as far as position goes, as far as that we need somebody a little more size down there. And not just size, but just has an offensive presence.
That's some force, yeah.
Yeah, like, I like, Stewart, of course.
He's a four, though.
He's a force, but but his offensive game is just not quite consistent enough.
But this
for me.
This the thing you got to think about it though. He down there banging with all these bigs, man, and then you want him to go fight on the offensive side too. Like,
and then on top of that, they don't set him up where
they don't
be most successful, and that's his 15-footer. It's 15-footer. They won't let him set him
up. But that comes with, like you guys say, him playing out of position. And if you get a guy that can come in, a big guy that can take down where they're trying to put Stewart at, where he can set up the 50-footer or just come off the pick and roll or get it off the rebound, that would be perfect. So I definitely, just looking at the Pistons this season, I definitely agree with you guys when it comes to
Joshua Austin. You read my mind. I was gonna say Jalen Duran from out of Memphis, man.
Yeah,
that dude is mean, dude.
And that's what you need. You need to lie. If you got Cade Cunningham at point guard, you need to get a role guy.
Yep.
You got to get a role guy. These guys need a roller. They need somebody who can roll to the basket. That's a lob threat, but at the same time opens up the lane for them to get layups. It makes it so much easier for everybody.
But that if you watch that Chet Holmgren guy, he fits that billing. He's wiry, but he can roll. He can stay outside. Right. He's a multiple guy, in which it opens up that paint to where you can get. That would be perfect for me for Stewart, because that could get Stewart to clashing in. Nobody's going to want to bang with Stewart if he slash into that rut and you get Cade throwing the dime to him. That would be perfect for Stewart, and that will build his confidence and build up his score too. In my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah. And see, and that's the thing. We all know, what I'm saying, it's not the talent with Chet, it's the weight that everybody's concerned about.
Yeah.
That's the thing that everybody.
But there's been great wiry guys. We got Kevin Garnett. We got KG. You got Kevin Durant.
You can't. Kevin Garnett, though. You got what you got. Don't forget this about Kevin Garnett. He was also jumping out of the gym, and then he did get bigger. He wasn't just a.
He might have got about good 10, 20 pounds big, but when he first came in, he was wiry.
Him too.
That man from the streets too. This ain't
right. That's a different type of ball coming out of Chicago.
But and then you also got, like I said, you also got Kevin Durant. His size was a question, but the way that sniper and the fact that he's using his size to his advantage.
But that's in a small forward role too, though. Yeah. He ain't down low.
But the big role is not the big role like how it was before,
Anthony, we talking MB, we talking Anthony Davis, we talking the Joker, we talking about some perennial bigs, man.
But the perennial bigs don't play big no more. Most of them guys are sitting back out there trying to chuck up threes too,
Hey King, your mic kind of low too, though.
It dropped. But so you saying and that was my knock on Embiid, because Embiid was dominant down there in the post, but he's trying to play this modern game, but out there trying to shoot threes where he's most dominant down in the paint. Jokic,
but one thing you got to remember too, though, you got to look at it like this, right? You just looking from the offensive side too, but you got to remember rebounds play a big factor in that. When we was playing the Pacers, it was times they was getting like 3 possessions because they was getting offensive rebounds, man. That wears on you, man. You miss a shot, you got the clock all the way down, then they get a rebound, then they run the clock down again and get another rebound.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good. Yep.
Yeah. Like I say, you were exactly right about that situation. I noticed that watching that game, man. And like I said, it's these teams getting multiple shot advantage.
Yeah.
Man, it's just the Pistons need that guy that, for instance, you look at Isaiah Stewart out there. He's banging on one end. He's trying to fight for his life for offensive rebounds on the other end. And by 4 minutes into the quarter, he's tired. You know what I'm saying? He's tired. He going up against giants. These dudes has probably got at least about a good 30 to 50 pounds on this man. You know what I'm saying? He down here battling and fighting with these dudes. So, I mean, he needs Isaiah Stewart is not Ben Wallace, obviously. But he needs a Rasheed to his Ben Wallace, man. Mm-hmm. He needs another guy that's big that can, create some offense or just, help him out as far as rebounding. He needs a partner, in order for him to be successful. Otherwise, he's going to end up in the rotation.
But who would be a better partner than Cockburn?
Man, would you stop?
I'm saying that is a strong specimen that could be lined up next to Stewart. You got B. Stu and you got Cockburn going hand in hand, battling for rebounds. Man, it's just some specimen, that Cockburn guy. But most definitely, these are. I mean, like I said, I agree with you guys for the most part. Everything that you're saying, I agree with, and it looks like we all in agreement as far as what the next thing would be a big man. But looking through the comments, we also got to remember too that and it's something that you've been preaching for a while, King. Even with us getting that big man, we still got to give that big man time to develop as well. Even if we draft the big man, I'm not sure I see anybody, even with the Chet Holmgren, I'm not sure any big man coming into this league that I can see right now is a ready big man right now. At least yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, it depends on how you prepare that roster for him. You might go out to the agency and still get a big that's a veteran. For instance, Evan Mobley, we all felt like Evan Mobley was going to struggle coming out the gate, but it's been a little bit more comfortable with him because of the way that team is structured around him.
Exactly. And Cleveland is looking pretty good with him. Yeah.
You got that veteran Allen, what I'm saying, by his side. So, like I said, it depends on if the Pistons go and try to get a veteran big, or if you want a guy like Olynyk to try to play that, which I don't, Olynyk is not a rebounder nor a defender. So
he's the offensive guy. Stu is the defensive more prowess. Kelly Olynyk wasn't brought in for that. He was brought in, like I said, for the offensive.
Stretching. That's what
exactly.
More stretching, but
you know how I feel about them Gonzaga dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave them Gonzaga dudes alone, man.
They playing South Beach State and Sacramento State.
If they do go big, they got. I kind of feel like they need to get a veteran. That's a veteran to help them boys out, because, like I said, one thing you take a guy like Chet Holmgren, man. We most definitely is going to take some time because he's going to have to put some pounds on. That's just to give. I love his game. He can handle the ball. He can shoot the ball. He can do all these things. He can get blocks just by using his length, but that can become a problem. He can get in foul trouble real easy if he can't bang down there with them dudes, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now check this one out with Steve-O saying, and I seen this proposal, this trade proposal with us getting Wiseman and another guy from the Warriors. I wouldn't mind that type of trade because I believe Wiseman has great upside and he could be that fit. for the Pistons, that big man fit that you guys are talking about.
Well, he's still dealing with an injury too, though, right?
That's the other reason why I said
exactly.
I
don't want to take on nobody else's problems, man.
We'll be trading injury for injury, but
right.
but we have to see, once he come back, because hopefully they should be back by January. Him and the other sharpshooter over there, Thompson, and see how they looking.
Yeah.
Unless you overpay for him, Billy. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing we know for doing is overpaying. But
that's the only reason. That's how we. That was only how we was able to get these guys over here was via trade, and when they trade over here, we just gonna throw them a lot of money.
Yeah.
Pistons good for throwing.
Tell me y'all ain't think Charlie Villanueva didn't earn that check?
Man, God, why you bring that up, bro?
Josh Smith. Shot still ring in my ear the way he was chucking them bricks at the rim.
So
and we still paying. I think we just stopped paying him last year. Josh Smith chucking up threes. It's the things of nightmares. It's like Josh Smith shooting was like Nightmare on Elm Street for me. It was just a bad dream that just keep playing in my head. I still can't get over that.
So
man.
you trying to tell me you weren't rushing out there to get that Tracy Grady Pistons jersey? Oh, no, I got one better for you. I know y'all went and got one of the Allen Iverson boys.
Oh, man, listen.
You orchestrated.
Hey, what about this one, though, King?
You orchestrated a front court of Drummond, Greg Monroe, and Josh Smith.
Right. Hey, King, what about this? DeAndre Ayton ain't getting paid over there in Phoenix.
Man, hell no.
What you mean, like hell no? What you mean?
Oh.
You don't like DeAndre Ayton?
No,
what do you mean?
Okay, can he stretch the floor?
We don't need him to stretch the floor.
Why not? Why can't he stretch the floor?
But he run the pick and roll good over there in Phoenix.
I'm not paying 94 to 100 something million for no damn pick and roll.
But you'll pay for that if Drummond was here, though.
Shut up.
No, I almost.
I'm just saying. You paid that with Drummond. Drummond was the pick and roll king, my brother. King.
No pun intended.
No pun. But
oh yeah, I got another one. King, like 0-16 said, I see you with one of them Chris Webber Pistons jerseys. Hey, that man, 84.
Hey, Big A, did King have a pair of them C-Web?
with complimentary with some backwoods.
The C-Dubs, he had the C-Dubs on his feet. What was it, the C-Dub, Dadas? What was he? Was it the Dadas?
Yeah, Dadas.
Of course.
With the Spreewell on there.
You see Joshua say no, man. He say no to 8 and 2.
So your only thing with Ayton is just because he want the money he want.
Here's the thing. You seeing some guys that's rotational guys that have stepped up, that's producing. That's the same as these dudes, and they making pennies. So you don't want to be that team to spend up all of that money on Ayton right now, which, like I said, for a pick and roll threat, and a guy that can get some rebounds
and block shots.
But
but that's the going rate for big guys, though.
Playoff performance. That's where a lot of people question this playoff performance, man. So that's not me personally. I just don't want to. I want to spend some money on somebody else. I don't want to be.
That's all. He want to spend it somewhere else, man. But the price that he wants. That's the going rate for big man that can do pick and roll, that can block shots, and that can rebound. Hell, Tristan Thompson's still getting paid as much as Ayton is, and you see where he at. He's still out there, popping out babies on people.
Yeah.
And lying about it. So it's that's the going rate. So 95 million is a drop, or 120 million right now. It's a drop in the bucket the way these guys has been getting paid lately.
No, those were empty stats, Detroit guys. 20 rebounds.
Hey, Big Willie got a hairball when he seen that.
Those are empty stats. What the hell is that?
And see, the problem with that one was Drummond didn't have no shooters around him, which was
none at all.
The team was built incorrectly. So that was the whole problem. If he had the roster we got right now, he'd have been really successful in that system.
But you want your boy Kwame Brown on there though. Kwame Brown came in.
Yeah,
I will get me a Kwame Brown Detroit Pistons jersey right
now.
You
get it right now. You wouldn't get it back then. You wouldn't get it back then, though.
Right now.
Just his personality alone. You know what I'm saying? But just the love he gave to the D2.
Right. He said, boy, don't go down there playing in Detroit.
They got some hard hitters down there. He said them boys hit hard down there.
That boy said they hit hard.
Man.
Oh, man. But listen, we're looking forward to we'll see what the Pistons do, man. But there's some options there. We're gonna trust Weaver. I think that's the thing we gotta do. We gotta trust Weaver. He come from building system. He built the championship system, and he's good for that. So we're gonna trust that. He's gonna make the decision that's gonna, help this team going forward. But I'm like you guys, athletic big man that can shoot will definitely go a long way for this Detroit Pistons team. And watching the NCAA, I'm looking to seeing like out of those big men. Are they going to be worthy enough for us to draft? Of course.
What about Hutchinson?
That's Big A boy.
Who?
Your boy Hutchinson, who jumps like 2 inches off the ground, man.
I mean, not Hutchinson.
Dickinson, yeah.
Dickinson, that's what you mean. Listen, like I say, I just need Dickinson to get off the ground, man. That's it, man.
Dickinson is that post presence. But for the Pistons need why get Dickinson when we got Garza? So
right.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So same thing. So we got a Dickinson and Garza,
And listen, I'm Troy Reaver. Garza, you ain't doing nothing but box jumps all off season. That's all you doing.
And speed drills. Get his speed up, man. Jesus Christ.
Running in the pool.
Hard,
he run like I run, man. Run hard and slow, man. It's hard and slow.
Hey,
looking like
y'all realize how Big Willie run.
I was running hard, but it was going. I ran a 4.420. Listen, I know my downfall, man. Listen, I would have made it to the league if I had some speed in my life. The Lord just didn't see fit for me to have speed, so He left me here to be on this podcast with you two jokers. Oh man, listen, I think we talked the Pistons enough. What you think? You got some final say in regards to the Pistons, King, man?
No, not really, man. We just need to go ahead and get through this COVID situation and watch these young boys get their opportunity tonight.
Big A, man, what you got? Any final say on this, Pistons thing?
From what I was saying, at the beginning, I thought they'd be right outside the playoffs, but it's looking like we're gonna be in the draft. So it's just more of a just checking out for development, man. Cade climbing up that rookie ladder, man. Yeah. I want to continue to see that. So I would love for him to get it, but with Mobley and Scotty Barnes, them guys are just consistent, man.
And Wagner, don't Wagner too, man.
What I was about to say is, he caught up to a lot of guys because he had the late start. Yeah. But with Scotty Barnes and Evan Mobley, they just been, consistent. And yeah, most definitely, Franz is doing his thing. He just banged on somebody the other night.
Exactly.
Let's get the big blue, man.
Hey, listen. I think it's about that time, so it's time to switch up. Quick commercial break, and then we're gonna switch it up, man.
W3 Kings in the building at Culture Detroit.
Working hard, working hard, yeah. Working hard, working hard, yeah. Working hard, working hard, yeah. Working hard, working hard, working hard, working hard, yeah. Working hard, working hard, yeah. Working hard, working hard, yeah. Working hard, working hard.
Of course. Listen, man. Listen, we got what 5 days? 5 days,
Yes, sir.
Before that college football playoff game against Georgia, man. I know we've been ants and looking forward to it, man. Big A, man. Talk to us, man.
Listen, man. The team got there today. You follow a lot of the guys. You see them posting pics of Miami and stuff like that. With me, I still hate that we lost that Sparty one. You know what I'm saying? But I think we needed that win because it really gave those guys that, you know what, we can't leave nothing in nobody's hands but ours. You know what I'm saying? And it just gave them that just like that dog mentality. We're gonna take it, we're gonna keep it, and you ain't getting it back. So I'm just really I want Michigan to go up here and just, I don't want, I take the W however I can get it. But I want one of them Ohio State wins that we got, because, they most definitely set this stage up for Alabama and Georgia national championship game. I would love for it to be a Michigan and Cincinnati game, but I just honestly don't believe Cincinnati even got because the game started in the trenches.
Right.
Cincinnati ain't got it. What you got, King?
Yeah, I said, man, I'll take a victory any type of way. Just don't go out here and lay an egg, man. Which hasn't been their character. So I expect Michigan to go out and do what they need to do in order to try to win this football game. Like I said, it'd be another big task for Georgia. Us, seeing Georgia getting exposed for not really playing nobody. So, like I said, it's a situation where we got to put our foot on their necks, man, and keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? Be aggressive, man. And keep the pedal to the metal, man. Like I said, we're going to have to definitely dig them out in that running game and, be consistent in what we've been doing. So, like I said, it's only better. These guys been off with this break for this time, and we got some guys coming back. They're going to be healthy. So, like I said, just take care of business. That's it. Take care of business, man.
Look, I want to respond to this comment. You need to worry about that matchup against Pittsburgh while you worry about us laying an egg. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't got their running back plan, and they ain't got the quarterback. We're gonna see what Sparty going to do.
One of the wrinkles to this game, and I think we're probably going to see this, because if Michigan learned anything from Alabama, we need to go with a little bit of tempo. I think we're going to see, hopefully we see some tempo in this game because, the comment says Jordan Davis is a monster, but he's only good for a play.
Yeah.
I mean,
two plays, and he's on the sideline.
Yeah, so. Exactly. So the more that, and if you watch that game in Alabama, and this was smart of what they did, because when they went that tempo, it was a lot of times you could see Jordan Davis just standing there, holding on to a block because he's tired. So what they would do, Alabama run that tempo, and then you could see that they running game started getting a little bit more because of Jordan Davis being tired, but
and not being able to substitute, and that's the main thing with the tempo is not being able to substitute those packages. Which, with this time being off, I definitely going to give Gaddis his praise and credit. I believe he's going to have some innovations going into this game because he's done so with the last two games that he played with against Ohio State and against Iowa. They showed, that in which I think he may have been holding back throughout the season, in which with this time off with guys getting healthy, especially the main person that we're looking forward to getting healthy, which is going to be really beneficial in this game, I believe, is going to be, running back.
Blake Corum.
He was still at 85%, 90% playing in the Big Ten championship. So I can imagine him being off these weeks and finally getting that ankle together and using his explosiveness, and also with him, pair him with Edwards, which him being able to catch out the backfield, that's going to open up the field even more. And like I said, allows us to be able to do some tempo. Now, of course, Georgia, as much as they laid an egg against Alabama, we're not going to take away that Georgia has a stout defense, But we played stout defense, Iowa wasn't no slouch as a defensive end at the defensive point. They for the most part stymied our run, They was able to get off the blocks and be able to make plays. So it's definitely going to be a tough matchup when it comes to Georgia. But I feel that our defense is going to be able to do some things against their offense.
For sure.
Of course, the quarterback situation is a little rocky. We don't know because of the COVID protocols. Keep our fingers crossed. It doesn't affect Michigan, but they've been hit with some COVID situations with that Georgia team, particularly on the offensive end, with JT Daniels and Pickens, their wide receiver. So with the pressure that we got from Ojabo and Hutchinson to get on their quarterback Bennett, getting him flustered is definitely going to work in Michigan's favor. Because
and it's the thing, we gotta make sure that we realize this, right? Michigan played the number one run defense in the country, which was Wisconsin. We was very successful with them. Penn State also was a top 5 run defense, and then, like you say, Iowa also. So we're going into this game, going up against a stout defense. Like Wisconsin defense, especially the run defense was the number one run defense in the country. So and then it's like, I think we will see. To me, with this time off, I know we have to realize we have to run some tempo on them. We have to.
Yeah, it definitely would be beneficial for us to do so. But honestly, because for one, we got the best offensive line in the country. And so that's going to show a lot. And I know that Jordan Davis guy is a monster, but they haven't played an offensive line like us.
Sure haven't.
And seeing what happened to him against Alabama,
who had a struggling offensive line,
who struggled, who was their offensive line was their weakness of the season because they wasn't able to protect. But the fact of the matter is that they was able to hold him off. That's encouraging for Michigan as well. I think now that we get more and more closer to the game, I'm seeing that how much of a better matchup that we have against Georgia as opposed to Cincinnati and Alabama. I think we match up better to get the victory against Georgia. Then I think we got to match up against anybody that's in the college football playoff. But against Georgia, I think we match up really well because like our defense, like we talk about Georgia defense, our defense is going to make some noise. Georgia offense they haven't played, like Georgia hasn't played nobody to where we can say I'm fearful of their offense. We played against the top rated offense the past month in Ohio State. Nobody was able to stop Ohio State, and we did it. Mm-hmm. We played a top defense in Iowa who's a turnover machine, who their stickler was on defense, and we ran up points against them. So Michigan is ready, in my opinion.
To me, when you look at it, though, if you really look at it, we match up well against Alabama, especially with them losing that starting receiver. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, Alabama offensive line gave up 7 sacks against Auburn. 7. What do you think is going to happen when they got to go against that Michigan defensive line? So I don't think Michigan is getting the credit, which I'm happy with that. Don't give them the credit. I don't want you giving them no credit until we hold that national championship trophy at the end of the year, at the end of this thing. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at this Georgia thing, they got Georgia 8.5 points, I think, in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like okay. Like Willie said, Georgia ain't facing no defense like Michigan's. And neither has Alabama.
No, they haven't. Listen, the SEC is not as potent as it been in the years past.
Oh, they lost 2 bowl games today. Army beat, I want to say it was Missouri, and then I forgot somebody else lost to them. Let me look it up because I'm so sick of this SEC bias crap.
Yeah, and we can hopefully, we'll be able to take care of business when it comes, to the SEC. Because I'll beat Georgia, beat Alabama, man. That's the road to the national championship that I would like to take, just so we could go ahead and because everybody say, "Oh, the SEC this and SEC that."
Right.
Let's go that path, man. Because I definitely would like to knock Nick Saban old self off out of here for real.
Yeah.
But we got to take care of business, of course. We definitely got to take care of business. Right. Stay healthy. Prayer these guys. They just got down there. They've been taking care of it so far, so good. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed, knock on wood, that nothing happens. Within the program, that these guys can, stay healthy throughout these next couple of weeks. Because not only just this game, we also have the national championship game that we got to look forward to as well. And they also, something that we got to talk about is them making the rules to where if the team's not able to play, they forfeit the game. So it's a chance that Michigan can be a national championship just based off of a forfeit because the other teams couldn't play.
I don't want it like that, but
yeah.
But the other team that lost, Florida lost to UCF.
Yeah, I was watching that game too the other day.
Right now, the SEC is 0-2 in these bowl games.
Yeah, so that's something there. Of course, nobody wants to win like that, but I take it. I know, but then that just gives us, if it does happen that way, it does give us ammunition going into next season because people won't say, "Well, you won it by default." Well, we're gonna show up and show out to show y'all that we really deserved it, and I think the guys really do deserve it. And even if they fall short, to me, they exceeded expectations abundantly this season.
Most definitely.
So even if they fall short, and I know this is the next chapter in the Harbaugh saga, is that he has to get over that hump, is his record in bowl games, and that's his next step. And I'm believing that he will take that next step, come Friday and take out Georgia.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things to where it's just like, to me, I just think, Harbaugh's a hated guy. Like, the media hate him. Everybody can't stand him or whatever because he's more of a player's guy. But it's going to always be, oh, he got to do this, he got to do that. But if he goes in this thing and he goes through Georgia and then he goes through Alabama also, I don't want to hear. I already don't want to hear nothing now. Like, it ain't going to be no shutting me up. A lot of my followers and stuff went down on my personal page. I guess I had a lot of Ohio State fans on my page. I didn't know that, but y'all got a long time to go until November 30th come back around. So, my memes loaded like a dang on minigun.
Listen, I tell you what, though, if Michigan win this national championship, I'll probably be wearing, Michigan gear every day for the rest of the year. I'm just going to be in celebration mode for the entire year, man, because it's been a long time coming, man. And for us to be back on top, man, that would be definitely, I wouldn't say a dream come true, but just a long time coming because, it's been since I was, a kid, young teenager since the last time they won. And I would definitely, love to experience that because I got kids, that's around. I want them to experience that too, even though they're not big Michigan fans like their dad is, but they know how many times they see me yelling at the TV and cussing at the TV over these past couple of years. So for them to be a part of something, especially this close to home, this is a home team that you could be able to cheer for. Like a lot of these guys, and younger than me in the era, they don't cheer for Michigan like we did, back in the day because they haven't been used to Michigan winning like we were used to Michigan winning back in the 90s and early 2000s. So they faltered, we had a lot of falter fans, man.
You could tell a new fan of college football, they'd be like, I'm an Alabama fan, I'm an Ohio State fan. And it's just like, listen, Alabama had 2 errors. There was Bear Bryant and it was Nick Saban. It's a long time in between that, but nobody talks about that though. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you could just tell who the new fan is. You know, Alabama wasn't dominant like they've been. You know, it's a reason why. Even when you look at the years of, like you say, with Michigan, they're still the most winningest program in college.
And forever will be, in my opinion. But yeah, most definitely, yeah. We're gonna, of course, you're gonna see a lot of the, you know, the fans that, you know, that left Michigan. They're gonna come back around if Michigan wins this national championship. But of course, if you're a true Michigan fan, you never leave. I can't see, even if. To me, if Michigan never wins a game again, I'm still gonna be go blue all day.
Listen, I had to tell my cousin this, right? And he's a youngster. I say, he told me, "Oh, Ohio State always been dominant over Michigan." I say, okay. I say, if that's the case, why did Charles Woodson choose the University of Michigan, being born and raised in Ohio?
Listen, they don't know no better. They don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You talk about one of the greatest players to come out of Ohio.
Also the other Heisman Trophy winner too, Desmond Howard's out of Ohio too.
No, I know that, but
you know what I'm saying?
When you get to talking about, you know, guys that was just, you know, you see, we remember, you know, we know Desmond Howard, but a lot of kids they would know a Charles Woodson. You know what I'm saying? Because of, you know, his career and everything that he done. But that's why I had to tell my cousin, why did Charles Woodson choose Michigan over Ohio State? You know, so it's like you can just tell the new fan of this college football stuff about, you know, what they say. And
exactly. Now, Chuck, with this comment, go look up Coach Cooper. This was the comparison that they were giving John Harbaugh, because Cooper, he had great teams, they had great records, but his record against Michigan is the reason why he was let go. Like, he had number one ranked teams, he had Rose Bowl win teams, but he just couldn't get it done against Michigan. And that was the knock going forward for John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh had some great records, you know, these last couple of years in Michigan. He brought the problems back, but his record against Ohio State was looking bleak.
I mean, Jim, you keep saying
John, I'm thinking his brother, Jim Harbaugh. So that, if you look up Coach Cooper, that was the comparison that we were getting with John Harbaugh. But Jim, I don't keep on saying John. I think I'm looking at this. They got John Harbaugh on TV. Talked about saying that quarterback situation, but most definitely, But listen, we're Michigan fans through and through. You know, my first football experience outside of watching Barry Sanders was Michigan football with Desmond Howard. You know, striking the poles. You know, going to the Rose Bowl games, then like getting older and understanding the game. My next experience was watching Charles Woodson
and East Lansing.
With the one hand catch with the foot,
getting the foot down,
or and going up against David Boston in the Ohio State game when them two boxing and everything, and him getting the pick in that game and returning the punt, which got him.
Mr. Steroid David Boston, who was taking roids at Ohio State and never got in trouble. That guy,
big strong man. So and then, you know, of course, them going to the national, you know, winning the national championship, which I don't credit Nebraska. I don't split it. I don't care what anybody say. You know, Nebraska is not a national championship in my opinion, in my heart. Of course, you know, Charles Woodson, him getting the interception in the end zone in that Washington State game against Rose Bowl. I got memories, you know. So
even the Appalachian State game, we still fans.
Green Knight guy.
We still fans.
But we still fans,
But what I'm saying, I'm just giving the testament on how we ain't fold or go nowhere. We still go blue no matter what, you know, all day long. You know, we ain't pulling in number 21 recruiting classes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, we know Gary Moeller got fired because he was drunk in public, man. So we got an image to keep up with. Because Gary Moeller was a great coach, of course, man. But you know, they got him on camera, man. So
like if he was at East Lansing or down there in Columbus, he would have been able to get away with it.
But
you ain't doing that at Michigan,
you can't be driving drunk, man, and keep your job, man. But shout outs to Gary Moeller, man, another great coach for sure.
I see what you're saying.
Look, Chuck even just said it. Right. That's the difference, man.
I'm quiet. I'm going. I'm working off the screen right now. That's why you keep seeing me look to the side. I'm getting reports for the game coming up with the Pistons. Also, these NFL scores. I'm trying to keep a tab on. And Houston lost today. The Houston Texans lost today, so that helps a little bit. The Lions.
Oh, most definitely. So you know what? Honestly, I feel like we've been chopping it up enough, for today. So we get some final thoughts in, man, for real. King, man, I know you paying attention to otherwise, but you give your little final thoughts, man.
Man, let's just get ready for this game. I'm excited, man. I'm ready to watch some college playoff football, man. I'm just ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't got nothing else to say about it. Hopefully, we can get to this thing healthy, man. I don't want no bull crap. Let's get here healthy. Keep them dudes in the bubble. I don't care if you got to bombard them in a hotel room. It's only for another week. I need these guys to be available. So, let's be ready for the game, bro. That's all I got.
Indeed. Big A, man, what you got, my brother?
When in doubt, we just need them same tests that Nick Saban got. You know what I'm saying? When he tested positive for COVID and then he was miraculously healed.
In 2 days.
In 2 days. He got 2 coaches right now that tested positive for COVID, but I know, some way he got a contact with holy water, a direct line to Jesus, you know what I'm saying? So those guys are going to be healed. So we just need the same, the same thing. But no, I just, man, I'm ready for this game, man. I'm ready.
Indeed.
I want Michigan to continue to just shut everybody up. You don't know what joy that I get when I get to see that dude with them ears that's like satellite dishes.
Paul Finbaum.
And he just has to continue to congratulate, give Jim Harbaugh his props. Like, I just really want Jim Harbaugh to be able to put that cherry on the top with him beating Saban, man. Like, man, I need it.
Indeed. Yeah, this is gonna be an exciting week, man, leading up to into that game Friday, man. I believe this is going to be a great game either way. Georgia is no slouch, and it's going to be a battle. And I believe they will pull it out, and get that victory come Friday, which is going to propels them to that national championship game. Either whether it's Alabama, because Cincinnati is not going to win.
No, they ain't going to up front, man.
But I'm looking forward to that. And this is something that I've been looking forward to for the past several years. To have Michigan back in the fold. Like they say, the college football, playoffs or the college football game itself is not the same if Michigan's not in the mix. And I definitely agree with that. So I definitely look forward to seeing these guys be victorious. And also, side note, also look forward to seeing, Michigan basketball get back on track.
Yeah.
So we ain't talk about them, but we're going to give them a little chance to get back on track, and we'll be jumping into them as well.
Yeah, before we get off, I just want to say I see you, Joshua. I meant to say Houston won. That's how
correction. Yeah, Houston won. So that helps. That definitely helps the Lions. Definitely the Lions. But yeah, well, thank you guys for rocking with us. Listen, like, subscribe, share, donate. Also, listen, this us doing this raffle, what I'm saying, it's not it's not gonna be cheap. So, make sure you guys, send the donations, man, so we get, get better at it. We look forward to you guys. Listen, we up to over 200 subscribers. We thank you guys for, listening to us, joining us, looking into this, this podcast, man. This cannot be the same without you. We had fun today. I know I did. King, Big A, I know you guys had fun, and we have fun with you guys interacting with us too.
I look forward to getting on here, man, kicking it with y'all, man, getting to talk sports and checking in with y'all, man. Like you said, we're over 200 subscribers, man. We on that road to 500. Listen, these raffles are only gonna get bigger and better, y'all. Y'all see the level of cards from when it went just giving them in regular shows to the raffle, and y'all just. I'm telling you, you would not be disappointed when we get to that 500 mark.
Oh yeah, because we got some other things that we're gonna get on deck too as well. So look, we're looking forward to that and looking forward to you guys, jumping in. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, let your friends know. Listen, y'all guys gotta come in. Listen, they interact with us. We interact with y'all. Like I said, we're gonna be bringing people in too as well, just so have some different faces to come on here and talk with the Kings. Also, like I said, leave your comments. Like I said, we got actually Kings segment too that we're gonna be rolling out where questions that you guys want to ask us. We'll probably bring it up. May even be a hot topic. One of the questions that you guys ask us. But definitely leave us a comments. Listen, we are on all social media sites: YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
I also want to share something, y'all, and this just speaks to the testament of us, right? And like I said, we're here, we like kicking it, we like talking, and we like interacting with people. And we just we want to build this community. So we had somebody hit us up on our Instagram, and they wanted to get a 16 by 20 of an edit that we did of David Ajabo. So they wanted to pay us for it, but we told that person, hey, we don't want the money for that. We'd rather for Ajabo to get that money because, as you know, David Ajabo cannot profit off the NIL situation because he's a foreign student. So even though we could have made some money for an edit that we did, we sent that person, which they kind of already had a connection with David Ajabo, and they said that they was going to set up something, for him to, because of course he can't just get the money out, directly, but
exactly.
They was going to set up something to where, he could benefit. So that's just, we're not just in it just for us to get on here and just make this profit, or we really want to build this community, whenever we can help out. And that's why we do the giveaways and stuff, because we don't want y'all to just come in here and just listen to us talk. Our way of us showing our appreciation is giving these things away. You know what I'm saying? And all you got to do is like, subscribe, and share.
And tune in. Make sure you tune in. You can't get it if you don't tune in as well.
Speaking of giving, I appreciate Miss, from the other day's stream. I didn't even notice until you said something about your email. So I appreciate you, bro. Sorry for being late.
Great. So listen, we got to wrap this up, guys. So of course, the Pistons game coming on tonight. Still got some NFL games and everything. But listen, you guys, be safe. I know you can get back to your families. Prayers and blessings to everyone. I know this COVID situation is starting to get more serious. So, like I said, y'all got our prayers and our blessings with you all and your families. Hug on your family, love on your family, man. This COVID situation is starting to get a little dire. But happy holidays to everyone. Also, we'll probably get back on come Friday, because we're gonna have a victory / New Year's party come Friday. You feel me? So
listen, Merry Christmas to everybody. As y'all know, King, you're doing the pregame show, right?
Yeah.
So after y'all
no, not tonight. No,
not tonight.
Oh, it's not tonight. Okay, all right. But
post game. You going post game?
Post game, most definitely, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
So look out for the post game.
We'll be doing the post game, so make sure y'all look out for that. Like I say, listen. This when we get to this 500, man. Listen, it's not gonna be that many opportunities for winners, but the prizes. I'm telling you. You don't want to miss out.
For sure.
I'm telling you.
For sure.
You don't want to miss out. It's gonna be some nice stuff, man. Might have a throwback jersey or something, a system or something, you know what I'm saying?
We might have some gear and stuff going on, but we'll see. We gonna get there, man. We definitely on our way. So once again, like I said, listen, we enjoyed you guys. Thank you guys for spending time with us, man. We 3 Kings, we are out.